Important function of a chiller plant is to remove the heat in a closed room in a building. We have explained in this video through truck experiment to understand very easily. 5 important equipment in chiller plant are chiller, cooling tower, AHU, condenser water pump, and chilled water pump. Chilled water from evaporator of chiller takes cooling through supply line and goes to AHU. AHU collects all the heat in the room through return duct. After giving that heat to the chilled water coming from the evaporator, the AHU takes the cooling from the chilled water. Then, the cooling will be sent into the room through the supply duct. The AHU continuously works to manage this process. Heat collected by the AHU is transported to the evaporator through the chilled water return line. Refrigerant inside the evaporator takes the heat from the chilled water and gives its own cooling. Chilled water takes all that cold and goes back to the AHU. Chilled water continues this process. Refrigerant takes all the heat collected in the chilled water and goes to the condenser. Refrigerant gives all the heat to the condenser water in the condenser, takes the cold from it, and returns to the evaporator through the expansion valve. When coming through the expansion valve gives the refrigerant even better cooling. Refrigerant gives all this cooling back to the chilled water. Refrigerant continues this process. Condenser water takes all the heat received from refrigerant to cooling tower. All that heat is sent to the atmosphere through the fan in the cooling tower. Then, the condenser water takes the cold from the cooling tower and returns to the condenser. This process is continuous. This is how a chiller plant brings out the heat in a closed room of a building and releases it.